people, and welcome to 3FX again. Today what we are going to talk about a little bit is 2 years of ownership of the GTI Clubsport. And well, I've been having it now for 2 years, obviously, and well, it's been a really great car, obviously. But there are some things that I have been kind of, having thoughts about. So one of these things are, well, I'm not sure what it is, but there's some kind of sound when you hit the brakes. It kind of whistles a little bit. I'm not a huge car fanatic, so I don't exactly know what it could be or could not. If anyone have a clue what that kind of whistling sound could be, please just write something down in the comments below. It would be interesting to know. There's, I don't know where it comes from, but it sounds like it's coming from the brakes or something. But I have no clue. So if anyone have any clue about this, it's especially when you push the brake like very carefully, then comes. If you push it harder, you don't hear that much, but it's just when you take it really careful, that kind of frequency. So I don't know what it is, but something it is, I guess. And apart from that, what can I say? Well, I've owned a Golf before, not a GTI, not a R. It's just a normal 1.4 liter engine. The problem that I've been hearing on that car was mainly a different problem. It was kind of a ticking noise. And, well, if you ask VW about the problem, and they say, well, it's normal in the winter time. So in the winter, you kind of hear that kind of ticking noise. On this car, in comparison, I've heard nothing of that. So, well, we know it's the 2-liter GTI, and it's a different engine. It's totally different, the 888. But I'm just hoping I won't run into anything like that. So after 2 years of ownership, the warranty just went out, and I mean, I can't say so much. I mean, 2 years is nothing for a car, obviously. So I can't say so much. The only thing I can say is the old car that I got these sounds. I don't know if it was like 4 or 5 years old, and I started to get these different kind of noises like that. Okay, so, well, apart from that, I don't know, well, if I'm gonna say something negative, because normally I'd never actually said anything negative about the GTI. I'm not sure if it is something negative, but I can show you actually. So if you look at this roof here, I don't know if you can see it, right? But this is my panoramic sunglass roof, or whatever you want to call it. So if you open that up, it looks really neat like this, right? And when you close it on, it covers most of it, but you can see it's transparent, right? So if I just hit my finger on this, you can see how light the material is. It's really, really just a fabric on top of this. And I would say on winter time, since it's transparent and it had kind of like almost like a little hole in the structure, it gets kind of cool because the air comes in here in the winter time in Sweden. We have kind of cold weather here in Sweden, so some of the cold comes in a little more than it does in, for example, the other Golf that we have that actually stands to the right here. So it's a Golf R-Line. You can't really see that very much, but I will, explain in a different video what kind of car that is. Well, compared to this R-Line here to the right, so it also has this sunroof, and the thing with this sunroof is that it is a much thicker, layer, or like a much thicker protection, and in the winter it covers up better, holds a little bit of the heat. You kind of feel that's a little, just cold coming in right there. Right now in February. Anyway, so, well, you know what? Trying to find faults on this car, it's quite tricky. I absolutely love the, the automatic gearbox we have right here. So you can see we have the DSG. And I want to say something positive about this gearbox is that it is the 6-speed automatic. And I would like to say that, you know, 6-speed. So the 7-speed is, you know, it's the more advanced version, and it's the one that is more economical to drive. So, well, that's a good thing. While that's a good thing, it's still kind of, you know, if you go to VW site, even they themselves are saying that the 6-speed, even though it's older technology, it is still the better choice if you want a more reliable gearbox. Yes, it's true. But I mean, you should probably not cry anyway if you got a 7-speed, because you got more advanced marble. So, in that sense, I think both is really good. Probably. I haven't actually driven, I think, the 7. But anywho, well, there's just some points. I don't know. I'm really nitpicking when it comes to the roof, because that's just seriously something you may not care about if you live in warmer countries than I do. I know in Sweden we can have about 20 degrees minus, or 15-20 degrees, so it can be pretty cold. Right now we're almost at the plus degree, so we have had a really good, a pretty good mild winter. I'm kind of thinking showing off this function here. I don't know if you can see if I show you this section here. So like by the handle right here, you can see these, what do you call them? Like, not this part, but these two buttons right over here. I absolutely love those buttons because they are the safe lock, right? And so it means that if I press this button and lock, it locks the car from the outside, but you as a passenger can still open the door. And when you close that, I think it should probably lock. Maybe not, but you push that button and it's locked again. So the deal with it, and you can unlock it right here. So I guess you that had Golfs before, maybe have Audis on other, you probably also have this function. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying, like, if you live in a bigger town, I live in a quite small town, okay, but like if you live in a small town, it's really good because, you know, you'd be safe, you'd be rolling down the streets, when you have your kids in the back, you know that there's no chance that come any kidnappers or something and open the door, steal your kid and run away, and then you're in for a ransom treat, you know what I mean? So that is a button that's really, really, really good for that kind of reason. Really smart. I'm not sure if it's only Volkswagen that have it. Probably other big brands have it as well. I'm just saying, that is a smart thing. And well, you know, apart from that, for today's video, I think we're finished. We're around 10 minutes. Try not to make too long videos. So thank you for now, and I catch you soon in the upcoming video. Okay, bye bye. Ciao.